Hello and welcome. Thanks for joining us. Two of the best teams in the game square off. It's the Houston Astros taking on the Minnesota Twins. Along with my partner, Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. Singy, we're going to see a lengthy win streak put to the test.
Over the course of a full season, Boog, there are few stretches where a team is clicking offensively, defensively, starting pitching, and bullpen. Right now, this is one of those stretches for this club. Comes into this start sporting a lifetime ERA just over 3. He's been pretty great for most of his big league career. Can't wait to watch him in this one.
Next pitch in the dirt. 2-1. And that's downstairs and outside.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
And a foul ball, he stays alive. And he deals. Stays alive. 3-2 now. The punch out there. Down on strikes. And he knew it.
Well, he should get some fist bumps when he gets back into the dugout, because even though he strikes out, he saw a lot of pitches and he battled. And this is a long haul where you're trying to get that pitch count up as early as possible. So gave the guys behind him an opportunity to see what's working for this pitcher or not. But I tell you what, it's a nice job right there.
Swing and a miss. And the count even 1-1. Puts it away for the out.
Batting third, the left fielder, number 44, Yordan.
2 outs, base is empty. Here's Yordan Alvarez. And first offering is fouled off. And a pitch. Now 1-1.
Just missed with that backdoor breaking ball. If he gets a swing and miss or called strike, 0-2 count. Instead, it's 1-1. Look for him to go back to that pitch later in this at bat.
And a swing and a miss. And that's that. We go to the bottom of the first. And towing the slab in this one, Justin Verlander. And as usual with him, Singy, I think we can expect plenty of strikeouts.
Yeah, Boogie's racked up over 3,000 strikeouts in his career, so expect to see more of the same in this one.
Byron Buxton now in the box, comes up empty with a swing there. That one back up the middle, and it gets through.
Well, his hot hitting continues. He's been getting great results lately. He wasn't able to elevate it, but he put a great swing on it. Right on time, good balanced approach, and just blasted it through the infield. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
And now, Rod Carew. And first offering is fouled off. Buxton gets his lead at first with nobody out. Here's a rocket out to left. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's one down.
Batting third, the shortstop,
Carlos Correa, the next Twin up to hit. What a season it's been for him. He has supplied a lot of power and that average. First pitch, and he just misses.
Good speed on the base pass. He handles the bat very well. I wouldn't be surprised if the skipper puts on some type of hit.
This one's fair down the line and left, and it's going to be extra bases. Lead runner holds at third, so 2 runners in scoring position and just 1 out. That makes it a 15-game hitting streak, and there's some buzz about it now, Singy.
It's nothing crazy, but it does say a lot about how well he's seeing pitches and really making solid contact, barreling up the baseball at times, and everything it seems he's hitting hard. As hot as he is, I could see this streak going for a little while longer.
And now here is Harmon Killebrew. Next pitch is popped up. Gurriel handles the chance. Out number 2.
Oh, that's a frustrating at bat right there. Big opportunity and just missed it. I know he wanted to do some damage. Next guy will have to pick him up.
Paul Molitor, the next Twin up to hit. And first offering is fouled off. And the righty deals. Ripped to short. Diaz picks it up, fires over to first, and that is the inning. Top of the second, so here's the Astros cleanup hitter, Jose Altuve. Blyleven back to work. That one lifted to left. Morneau has a beat on it. Hauls it in for the out. Now it's Yuli Gurriel. And a foul ball. Next offering is in for a strike. And down on strikes goes Gurriel. And there's 2 away. 2 outs, base is empty. Alex Bregman now at the plate. Swinging a foul back. That's out of play.
This lineup's going to have to find a way to make him work a little harder out there on the mound. I mean, he is just mowing them down. He's settling in. You got to make him uncomfortable. Maybe step out of the box, call timeout, do whatever it takes.
Here's a high chopper. Tosses across the first. That ends the frame. Astros are down quietly. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Bottom half of inning number 2. Now at the plate, Torrey Hunter. And a pitch. Swing and a miss. 0-1.
Everyone can have a little chuckle there. He's had such a great season. Rarely ever do you see that kind of swing.
Swing and a line drive, base hit out into center field. So a man on base to start the inning.
And for him, that's 2 solid weeks with the hit in every game. I mean, he's running his hitting streak to 14, and let me tell you, that's no easy task. This guy's grinding out at bats. He's figuring out ways to put the ball in play and just as well do it with some authority.
The batter now, Jorge Polanco. And it's caught for the out. And here comes the power hitting catcher, Gary Sanchez. This guy's turned into one of the best catchers in the National League. Ground ball left side, could be 2. Over to Altuve. Double play. And that'll do it for the inning. We played. Welcome back. Well, here we go. Top of the 3rd, scoreless game. Aledmys Diaz now. That's a strike. And that's strike 1. Swing and a miss. Left field. Morneau sizing this one up. Great effort as he's able to haul it in. And there's 1 down.
Batting 8, the center fielder, Chaz.
So next up for Houston, Chaz McCormick. And he swings and misses at the initial offering. Top of the 3rd, no score. Up the middle, Polanco collects it. 2 up, 2 down.
Batting 9, the catcher.
Now it's Jason Castro. And first offering is fouled off. Swing and a miss as he was late. Next pitch is in the dirt. Ball one. Left-hand hitter waits. Swing and a miss. The velocity blasted it right past him. Nothing doing. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And stepping in is the speedy Justin Morneau. And first offering is fouled off. The wind of the pitch. Fouled off. He was late. 0-2 now. And a foul ball. He stays alive. The 0-2. Stays alive.
Also really good at bat. What I like about this guy, his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Gives him the ability to foul off tough pitches.
Altuve over to first. One up, one down.
The center fielder, number 25, Byron Buxton.
Here's Byron Buxton. On the ground to short. Diaz slings to first. That takes care of Buxton. Rod Carew, the next twin up to hit. Popped in the air, left field, and that'll do it. Twins are set down one. Back at target field. Now it's the right fielder, Kyle Tucker.
Leading off for Houston.
Blyleven back to work. There's a strike. The wind to kick the pitch. Strike two.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Got him. That's the first out in the top of the fourth.
Oh, there's the 3-pitch strikeout. He can do whatever he wants with the baseball right now.
Here's Michael Brantley.
Michael Brantley.
Hit pretty well in the air out to center. Buxton puts the squeeze on that one. And there are 2 down. 2 outs, base is empty. Now it's Yordan Alvarez. In there, and it's 0-1.
Boog, over 80% of his first pitches are strikes. You're doing that, you could have a really good day out there on the mound.
2 strikes.
And he hits a ground ball right side. Correa picks it up on the run, sends it over to first, and that is that. Bottom 4. Now here is Carlos Correa. Great speed and great power. A great athlete, quite simply. Here comes a pitch. And there's the strike.
When you have a real athletic player and who's able to do the baseball mechanical things really well, look out, because the sky's the limit on that potential.
In the air, left side. Makes the grab, 1 down.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
And that one is lifted in the air. Tucker makes the catch, and there are 2 outs.
Now batting, the third baseman.
Now the third baseman, Paul Molitor. And he swings and misses, and it's 0-1.
Talk about tying a guy up. That was ugly.
The wind and the pitch. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-2.
This guy's pounding the zone. Hitters don't have time to think in between pitches.
The 0-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And good work there as back here at the ballpark. Here's the former MVP, Jose Altuve. He swings and misses at the first pitch. 0-1. And that's in for a strike. Next offering is fouled back. And the 0-2. And a foul ball. He stays alive. Kicks and fires. Puts it in the air out towards left center. Buxton moving under this one. Makes the catch for the out. Here's Gurriel. Swings through that one. 0-1. Good eye right there. The Astros hitless so far in the game. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit.
Well, the last 10 games or so have been anything but fun at the plate for him, so that one has to feel good. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
Next offering is in for a strike. Kicks and deals. Swing and a pop up in foul ground. Puts it away for the out.
Well, that was a pitch you got to crush. Unbelievable that he missed it right there, and I'm telling you, he is going to be frustrated with himself until his next at bat.
Line to left. Morneau racing over to make the catch. One left for Houston. And welcome back. John Shabby with my buddy Chris Singleton. It's set to get us started. Bottom five. Torrey Hunter. On the ground, right side. Altuve slings to first. And a quick out, number one.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution. Well, you can't really adjust your game plan for that last pitch. Guy hasn't thrown it very much. You got to focus on the stuff that he's throwing up there most of the time.
Can't get there, and now maybe extra bases. Around first, digging for two. And that's a two-bagger.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. A well-deserved double on a great swing. Got everything going on time. He stayed balanced and he squared it.
He's trying for third. Pitching for a strike. Throw there. Safe.
Well, maybe he thought he should have gone for a triple instead of a double and just decided, I'm going to take third this way. Definitely using his legs to his advantage right here.
0-1 now.
Nope, that's inside.
This is a situation where the hitter is looking for something up in the zone that he can get his arms extended. What you have to be careful of is that pitch that's up, that's in on your hands. That'll pop you up in the infield, and that's exactly what the pitcher wants.
And the right-hander deals. And there's a ball.
I think ultimately you want to tie him up, get the ball in on the plate so that he can't get the barrel to it and hit it to the outfield.
And here it comes. Base hit into the outfield. And they'll score first. It's 1-0. Wide throw, and it gets away.
Well, there you go. The RBI machine. Another clutch run scoring at bat.
Yeah, he's been so good in these situations. Call it clutch if you want, but his resume speaks for itself. Runner on at first with one gone. And next for Minnesota, Justin Morneau. Verlander keeping him close. And first offering is fouled off.
One and one.
The pitch. Oh, that ball drilled back up the box and nailed the pitcher. Safe at first, and now we'll check on the right-hander. Hope he's all right.
Now back, the center fielder, Byron.
Back to the top of the lineup, and here's the Twins leadoff guy, Byron Buxton. Double steal. Pitch is low. And the throw out at third. And the pitch. On the ground. In time to Gurriel. That takes care of Buxton. That's the third out, inning over. But the RBI single pushes across a run. It's now a 1-0 ball. New inning getting started, and now it's going to be Chas McCormick. And that one fouled off. Righty delivers. That one misses, and that is ball one. The pitch. Just missed. Swing and a miss. It's 2-2. Righty to the plate. Foul ball. Next offering upstairs.
You see how the catcher wanted that pitch up and in. Wanted to try and tie him up. That's the one thing we're seeing. That high fastball, you have to get it up there because of how hitters have changed their swings.
Payoff pitch. Fouled off again. And it remains 3-2. The wind of the pitch. Stays alive. This one popped up. Foul ground first base side. Killebrew makes the play. One away.
Up next to the Astros, the catcher, Jason Castro.
And here's the catcher, Jason Castro. His first at bat was a strikeout. And he swings and misses at the initial offering. Tap dances out of the way of that one. And a big swing and a miss.
Just an outstanding job of spinning the baseball, moving it around, doing what he does.
That hits the dirt. 2-2. And that one missing low. Got him. That's the second out. Here's Kyle Tucker.
Up next to the Astros, the right fielder.
That one's in there, 0-1.
0-1.
The pitch. Strike two.
He finds himself in a tough situation early. Just going to try to simplify it. Take a knock.
Swing and a miss, and he is down on strikes for the third. Back in Minnesota. Now it's the power speed combo. Rod Carew.
The designated hitter. Rod
And a pitch.
Carew.
Ground ball up the middle. Nice grab. Fires to first. Nicely done for the out.
Man, that was bang, bang. Tough to tell in full speed, Boog.
I got to be honest with you. I couldn't tell either. As they ask for time to check with their replay guys about a possible challenge, we wait and see.
Yeah, and we usually get a couple of close ones every game, it seems, and this one is just about as close as it gets.
Now Correa up to hit. And first offering is fouled off. The pitch. That one ripped. McCormick puts it away. 2 away now.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
And that one is lifted in the air. Tucker drops steps, heads back on it. That is the inning. Nothing doing here for Welcome back. Michael Brantley stands in. There's a strike. Well, he's back out there to begin the 7th. That surprised you at all, Chris?
Yeah, a little bit. It was a little rough 6th inning there, but his skipper's got a lot of confidence in him. But trust me, they will keep a close eye on how he does in this one.
Here's the 0-2. And a foul ball. He stays alive. The 0-2. And that just misses.
I got to count 1 and 2.
He swings and fouls one off. The 1-2. Up the middle. Polanco gloves it to first. That's the first out at the top of the 7th.
The left fielder Alvarez.
And now Yordan Alvarez. He's a guy who does it all. With the lack of contact in today's game, this guy hits for contact, so he delivers average, but there's on base and slugging too. And first offering is fouled off. The tying run at the plate. And fouled off. 0-2 now. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. So he's gotten deep into this game, and at least so far not showing a ton of signs of fatigue. Altuve in the box now. No balls and a strike. Looking to get the tying run on base. Right through there. Got it. And that is that. Astros are back at Target Field. Bottom of the
Leading up for the Twins, the third baseman.
It's good speed at the top of the order here. You want to get it on, see if you can get a stolen base, maybe get around the bases and pick up a run.
And first offering is fouled off. The pitch. Line the other way. That's a fair ball and down the right field line and towards that corner. Man aboard on the leadoff single. So up next for Minnesota, Torrey Hunter. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. The relay throw in there, just beat the tag. It's a double.
He quickly went from hitter to base runner. Love when guys make that transition, and he's got speed to put on a show.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Verlander done in this one. We'll be back in a minute with a new arm on the mound. So a new pitcher out of the bullpen for the Astros, Hector Neris. And he'll go to work with runners on second and third. And next for Minnesota, Jorge Polanco. And that's going to be a double, and it'll score 2. 1 run across. Hunter rounds third, headed for the plate. He scores as well, and they're up by 3.
You got to get on your horse and get to that thing and get it back in, because he's going to come barrel around first. He's going to put pressure on you. If you bobble it or you don't get there in a hurry, he's going to make you look silly and end up on second base.
Gary Sanchez at the plate.
Now batting, catcher, Gary.
First offering way inside, almost got him. Tap back to the mound. Tosses to first. Finally gets the first out here on the grounder. Now it's going to be Justin Morneau. And what a two-way player. Not just offensively, but as good a defensive outfielder as there is in the game. And he swings and misses, and it's 0-1. Activity in the Houston bullpen. Ryan Stanek appears to be getting loose. Javier getting loose as well. Polanco over at second, 1 down. In the air, out towards left center. Alvarez makes the play, and there's 2 down. Back to the leadoff spot in the Twins lineup. And the batter now, Byron Buxton. This one chopped on the ground, but foul. Hot shot to third, and that one finds its way through. They extend their lead as the runner scores from second, and they lead by 4. So now here's the DH, Rod Carew, for the 4th time tonight.
1-0.
Move to first, and he's back in safely. The 1-0. Bounce to the right. Altuve handles it. They get the force, and the inning is over. 8th inning coming up. It's the Twins 4 and the Astros nothing. Ready to begin the 8th. Yuli Gurriel comes up to hit. The Stros in striking distance, but have some work to do.
Boog, it starts with the leadoff man. Need a good at bat out of him right here.
Foul ball there. And a pitch. And a pop-up right side, foul territory. Killebrew makes the grab, and there's one down. And now it's Alex Bregman. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
Ball 1, no strike.
And that's a strike. 1-1 now. Comes up empty. That's strike 2. 1-2 now. Out in front and foul to the left side.
Well, the hitter's got his timing down for the breaking ball. If you're a pitcher, if you can get that fastball in on the hand, it's going to be very difficult for that hitter to get the barrel to it.
And now it's filled up. Right-hander kicks, deals. Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. 2 out. 2 outs, base is empty. Aledmys Diaz now. In there for strike 1. 2 outs. Swings through that one.
2 strikes.
And a swing and a miss. And that is that. 1-2-3 go the Astros. They're on the short. The Astros turn to a new arm on the mound, Christian Javier. He last pitched 2 days ago. Stepping in, the slugging shortstop Carlos Correa. 1 for 3. The wide to kick the pitch. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit.
Right there, he does a great job of staying in the big part of the field. Man, there are a lot of hits there.
Man at first. Now the cleanup hitter for Minnesota, Harmon Killebrew. A guy who makes an impact not just at the plate, but also in the field. And a foul ball. Correa on at first, nobody out. Next pitch way upstairs. Movement in the bullpen. Ryan Stanek, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. And a pitch. Going to count 1-2.
Clearly he was sitting on a fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
And a rope into center field, base hit. And the throw's offline, safe at third.
I could watch base hits like that one all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive into center field.
And now for the Twins, Paul Molitor. Swings through that one. 0-1. And he deals. Slapped hard the other way, but foul. Right-handed reliever. Not in time to first, and a run comes across. And a run comes in to score. So they're at the corners now. So up next for Minnesota, Torrey Hunter. Lifted in the air, right field. Tucker has this one sized up, and he makes the catch. One down.
Now back, second baseman, Jorge.
And next for Minnesota, Jorge Polanco. Line drive, caught. And now it's the catcher, Gary Sanchez.
Gary Sanchez.
Oh, can't get out of the way of the fastball, and that's going to sting.
Fastball high and tight right. They're a scary combo. I'll tell you what, everyone in the stadium looked like they felt like they needed to jump out of the way. I know I moved.
Slow roll into first. Gurriel sends it to first. Inning over. So remaining in the game defensively, Nick Gordon. He'll be the new left fielder after entering the game as a pinch hitter. And first offering is fouled off. And the righty deals.
That's where you want it. It's a good miss.
Swings and misses. Now 1-2. And down on strikes. And the leadoff man retired here in the ninth.
I love to see guys compete, and I know he's frustrated that he wasn't able to do anything with that pitch. You see it so well, but you have to respect the upper 90s velocity. Man, it is hard to catch up to.
Swing and a miss, 98 on the gun. One down, base is empty. And that's down and away. Left-hand batter waits. Check swing, but he went too far. And now 2-2. Here comes a pitch. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. That's out number 2.
You usually are going to see that inside fastball a little longer coming in from the opposite side, but that pitch really got in on him right there. I mean, that's a well-thrown pitch. Tough to do anything with that in terms of getting the hands through and the sweet spot of the bat to the baseball.
Tucker stands in now and watches strike one. 0-2 now. And a swing and a miss, and that is the ball game.
Really incredible performance on the mound. You know he's going to stew a little bit over that one hit that he gave up, because when you look at the body of work, so dominant, if he'd have made just one better pitch, perhaps he'd have a no-hitter.
5-0 the final in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Sciambi. Thanks for joining us.